Hello everybody, welcome back to Modern Meta Matchups, and on today's episode we're featuring a deck that's been around for the entirety of the format and one that is brand new with Modern Horizons 2, and more specifically very recently because people just kind of figured it out. Those decks are Burn and Mono Black. So I'm going to be playing Mono Black today. It features Cabal, Coffers, and Urborg, and then we're basically just trying to play very large threats. We have things like Golos to find us more lands, and then we have a couple of 8-drop creatures in Grizzlebrand, Archon of Cruelty, just kind of trying to just do very large mana things and see what happens with that. Tell us a little bit about that Burn deck, Michael.
Absolutely. Well, Austin, first of all, thank you guys for having me back on the Mana Vault. It's always a pleasure to be here. You guys are a lovely cast of characters, and I am excited to be playing Burn. Very simple deck. We have lots of spells that deal direct damage to the opponent, and then a couple creatures that get a little bit bigger, like Monastery Swift Spear, when you cast these non-creature spells, and just you gotta ride those out to victory, getting a little combat damage, and just finish you off, really. That's the goal, at least.
Alright, and if you like these videos, you can let us know very easily by hitting that thumbs up, give us a like, it means a lot to us. You can also subscribe to the channel, it does mean a lot. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed that are watching this, so if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. Also, leave us a comment, let us know what you like about the channel. If you want to see any certain deck, feel free to let us know. We might take that into consideration, play it on a future episode. And check out the Patreon down in the description below. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into game one.
Woohoo!
Alright, so I'll be going first in this here game, as I did win some sort of die roll.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that, but I'll let it happen.
Yeah, I think this hand is good enough for me to give a shot.
Okay, might as well.
So my opening hand here in game one is pretty decent. I have 3 lands. One of them is an Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, so one of the key pieces of my combo pieces for lands. I also have a basic swamp as well as a blast zone. So pretty decent on the lands, and I can find a Cabal Coffers by having this expedition map here in my opening hand, so that'll let me get the other land that I need. I also have a Profane Tutor to help me try to find whatever I need in my deck at the time to try to give me a win. And to top all of this off, I have a Golos and a Blood Chief's Thirst. So if Michael's playing a creature, I have at least 1 removal spell, so I can take out 1 creature that he plays. And Golos is a nice turn 5 plan, hopefully, and go from there.
Well, this is a great opening hand. I've got an Inspiring Vantage. I've got a Mountain, so both the colors I really need to get this deck going. 2 Goblin Guides for early creatures. Early threats are always great. Skewer the Critics is a good burn spell once they connect, and I have 2 Lightning Bolts in the back end, so this is exactly what a burn player wants to see.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and lead things off with just an Urborg.
Thoughtseize will be sad.
No Thoughtseize, and Thoughtseize isn't really where I want to be against Burn anyway. Just an Expedition map.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Alright.
How much damage am I taking? Am I taking 3, or am I taking 1, or 2?
Non-zero amount. I'll play an Inspiring Vantage.
Yep.
And play Goblin Guide.
Goblin Guide it is.
Alright, he's gonna come in hot.
Alright, so you had a trigger. It is a land, so it'll go to my hand, and I can't do anything, so I'm taking 2.
I don't think it's ever not been a land with Goblin Guide.
Goblin Guide is good at finding me lands.
He is. You may go.
Alright. As much as I like getting free cards with Goblin Guide, I don't think I really want to see him around. So I'm going to play a Blast Zone. And I'll just pay 1 black mana here because of Urborg. And I'll play Blood Chief's Thirst.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and target the old Goblin Guide there. And because its mana value is less than 2, it'll be destroyed.
Okay. He's gone.
After that, I'm going to just play another Expedition map.
It seems good.
And I'll pass.
Alrighty. I'll go to my draw. So, you met Goblin Guide, but have you met his brother?
Goblin Guide?
Yeah. Mom wasn't very creative.
Okay.
He will also be coming in the red zone.
Alright. Got another trigger. Another land.
Oh, he's just as good as his brother.
All the free cards. I mean, they're only lands, so nothing too exciting. But yeah, I'll take the 2.
Very true. And because I have cast a spell already this turn. Oh, sorry, you've done damage this turn. I'm the
Skewer.
Critics. I'm going to cast this for its Spectacle and deal 3 damage to your base.
Yep, I'm taking 3 more.
Alrighty. Being that I am out of red this turn, it's your turn.
I'll untap and draw a card. Maybe not what I wanted, but that's okay. I think here I'm just going to sacrifice my expedition map and grab a Cabal Coffers. Alright, so I'll go ahead and play that Cabal Coffers as my land for the turn.
Austin, you want to remind me what Cabal Coffers does real quick?
You know, it makes mana. Normally it doesn't tap for anything unless you pay some mana into it. But for 2, I can add mana equal to the number of swamps I control, which Urborg does a good job of giving me some extra mana. I'll go ahead and just play an expedition map because I can tap it for black due to Urborg.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of our commander players know all about this combo, and gonna go ahead and bring it to modern here. And then I'll just pass the turn.
Alrighty. Well, let's see if the guide can find some lands.
Are we drawing more cards? We are drawing more cards. My hand is mostly lands, thanks to Goblin Guide. Yep, I'm taking the 2. So Goblin Guide's dealing a lot of damage to me, but it's drawing me cards. Unfortunately, those cards are lands, and my hand is just lands at this point. Not really what I need, but I am glad that I at least got to draw those cards for free, and I wasn't forced to only draw lands this game. Still gonna need a lot of help here.
Alrighty, and I'm going to lightning bolt you twice.
Lightning bolt me twice. I'm taking 6. I'm down to 5. That's not a very healthy life total.
It is not. But you may go.
Oh boy. Alright. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and play a swamp as my land for the turn. And I'm just going to be in a situation where I hope you don't have another 2 bolts. I guess that's pretty much all I can do here. So I'm going to activate Cabal Coffers, which will give me 4 mana, and then a 5th one here. And I'll play Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. When Golos enters, I get to go get a land and put it into play tapped. Here, I'm just going to grab a Cascading Cataracts. I have no mana, and it's unfortunate. I am dead to 2 bolts here, but if not, I do get to activate Golos next turn. I'll just pass.
Alrighty. I'll tap. I will play a Sunbaked Canyons.
Yep.
And move to combat.
Okay.
Attacking them with Goblin Guide.
I'm gonna reveal the top card. It's a Damnation. So that'll just stay there, and I'm definitely gonna block with Golos.
Alright, and Goblin Guide's going down.
Alright.
But he will not be in vain. As second main phase, I'm going to Searing Blaze. And being that I had a land enter the battlefield this turn,
Yep.
Searing Blaze will deal 3 damage to Golos and 3 damage to you.
Yep. Golos will die, and I'm down to 2.
So Goblin Guide went to the red zone there. I had to sacrifice him. I really needed Golos off the field, and the only removal spell that really was going to do that was my Searing Blaze, so it took him out, and it was a really good trade in the end. And that'll be my turn.
Not really where I want to be, trying to fade burn spells against the burn deck. But you're saying I have a chance.
I'm saying he's got a chance.
Alright, how much mana do we have? I'll start off by just playing a swamp. Unfortunately, I think I need to keep up this blast zone, which is a little bit awkward for me. I can, if it somehow is going to be relevant, suspend this Profane Tutor. Maybe you won't have burn spells for a couple turns. But aside from that, I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Alrighty, I will untap. Let's see what I can find.
I can beat a creature.
So I'm going to pay 1 red, lose a life because it's Sunday Canyon. And I'm going to suspend a Rift Bolt, just in case. But I will otherwise attempt to Boros Charm you for 4 damage in the face.
Yep, I'm taking 4, and that is lethal.
Alrighty, good game.
Okay.
Over 2.
Yep.
Alrighty.
And so the burn matchup doesn't really offer me a ton of sideboard options here, especially because I am a Karn the Great Creator deck. But Thoughtseize is pretty bad against burn. We don't really want to be taking 2 just to save 1 point of damage using a card and all that. So 4 Thoughtseize are coming out. And like I was saying, not a lot of great options, but I'm going to go ahead and bring in 3 Dauthi Voidwalkers. They're not great in the matchup. Maybe there's a Lightning Helix or something that it'll either eat, or I can reuse that Lightning Helix to gain some life later on. And then I'm also bringing in the 1 copy of Golos that's in the sideboard. It's normally a Karn target, but here it's just a blocker that I might be able to put down and soak up some of the creature damage.
Absolutely. And for myself, I'm going to be dropping 2 Searing Blaze. They're okay in burn, but against he's got a lot of big ends, and it's harder to get rid of stuff. I got lucky last game with hitting Golos on it, but other than that, they're just contingent 3 damage if I have landfall and a target. But Smash Smithereens just seems better. It's a direct kill spell for Golos and other artifacts that he has. So those are coming in.
Alright, let's see you in game 2. Alright, we'll try going first yet again. See if we can get a different result this time.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, I cannot keep this hand.
I will keep mine. So in this opener, I've got 2 lands, being a Bloodstained Mire and a Sunbaked Canyon. A couple creatures, being Eidolon of the Great Revel and a Monastery Swiftspear. To top it all off, I've got 3 lovely burn spells in the form of Rift Bolt, Lightning Bolt, and Scare the Critics.
Alright, let's see if we can find 6 cards that are better than those previous 7. Yeah, this is a keep, and I think I'll just go ahead and put this card on the bottom. My opening hand here in game 2 looks kind of eerily similar to game 1. Hopefully the result is a little bit different this time though. I did mulligan, so a card has to go to the bottom, and that card is going to be an Expedition map. I don't really need it in this hand, and we'll see why, because I have 3 lands. I have an Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, as well as a Cabal Coffers, and a Castle Locthwain. So I already have 3 lands in this hand, and both of the lands that I really need. So I don't necessarily need this Expedition map. I'll probably find a land anyway. As far as my threats in this hand, I have a Golos, a Profane Tutor, and a Blood Chief's Thirst. So again, I have the ability to remove some sort of early creature that Michael might have. And I have my turn 5 or my turn 4 play with my Golos and Profane Tutor, maybe if I need to try to find something else. I'll just lead off on an Urborg and pass the turn.
Alrighty. Ooh. Now this changed things, not particularly, but
What kind of creature are we going to see on turn 1 this game?
exactly. So I'm going to play a Bloodstained Mire.
Sure.
I will go ahead and crack that and get a Sacred Foundry, untapped. And the third brother has come to play.
Yep, always the Goblin Guide.
He is here to play.
Never the bride.
I don't think they come in female.
Well, that's a land. We get a Cascading Cataracts to the hand. And I'm taking the 2.
Go ahead.
Alright, draw. Okay. Here, just gonna go ahead and play the Cabal Coffers.
Alrighty.
I just had both of them in my hand.
The natural.
And I'll make some mana of the black variety to cast another Blood Chief's Thirst. Kind of like last game. Hopefully the end result goes a little bit better for me this time though.
Well, this time he's dead. Again.
Hopefully he doesn't have another brother.
No.
I'll just pass.
Alrighty.
I do thank you for the card though.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll play an Inspiring Vantage. And the brother-in-law is going to come to play.
Yep. Monastery Swiftspear.
So he's at Haste and Prowess. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, he's going to get 1/1 till end of turn. So he'll get bigger with my burn spells.
Yep.
And For now, I will bolt you in the face.
Yep, I take 3, and then I'm guessing I'm going to take 2 from the Swift Pair when you attack.
That is correct. He's going to come in.
I'm taking 2.
Alrighty, I will pass turn.
Right, I'll untap and draw. Right, I'll just go with a Castle Lockthwain here. And I'll pay 3 mana. And I'll cast Liliana the Veil.
Alright.
So with the Liliana, I think I'm just going to go ahead and -2. Have you sacrifice a creature.
Alrighty, Master Spear is gone.
Right, I'll pass the turn after that.
Well, I will go ahead and play a Sunday Canyon.
Yep.
Using 1 red, I will suspend a Rift Bolt,
Sure thing.
and I will go ahead and play 2 red, taking 1 damage off the Sunday Canyon, and play Eidolon of the Great Revel. Whenever a player casts a spell with CMC 3 or less, Eidolon deals 2 damage to that player.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. I'll untap and draw. It's a pretty good one. I'll go ahead and play another Cabal Coffers here. And then I'll activate a Coffers to make 4 mana. And I don't really need any extra mana, so I'll just tap that one for black. And I'll just play a Golos Tireless Pilgrim.
Alrighty, Golos is here to play.
This time when I search, I'm just going to find another Cabal Coffers. And then I'm going to go ahead and plus Liliana, and I have my card ready to discard.
As do I.
I'm going to discard a Profane Tutor.
I'll discard Arid Mesa.
And then I am all set here. I'll just pass the turn.
Alrighty, I will untap, and I have a Rift Bolt trigger.
Yep, you get to cast Rift Bolt. Where's it going?
Well,
Eidolon?
it's a very good target, but no. Don't really want to discard more cards, so Lily's not a good thing for me, but also I want your life total as low as I can get it every time. So I think since I'm already close to Hellbent, I'm just going to hit you in the face with it.
Alright, I'm taking 3 and you're taking 2.
I am taking 2 because of my Eidolon. I will draw. Since you've lost life this turn, I will skewer the critics and deal
Another 3 to me?
damage to any targets. And I will do 3 to your hit.
Alright.
I will pass the turn.
Alright, I'll untap and draw. I'm going to go ahead and play a Cascading Cataracts is my land for the turn. Let's see, we've got 6 lands in play, right? Yep, 6 lands. So each of these coffers has the ability to basically generate 4 mana. So 2, let's see, 4, 8, 12 mana there. I think we're just going to start off by making 6 mana, turn that into 10 mana, and I'll turn some of that mana into the colors that I need. So I'll still have 3 mana left over after activating Golos.
Alrighty.
So we'll exile the top 3 cards, and I may cast them this turn. Seeing as I don't want to take damage, I think what I'm going to do here is just minus my Liliana, targeting you, so I'll have you go ahead and sacrifice a creature.
I will sacrifice my Eidolon.
Liliana will also go away. And then, because I have another Golos available to me now, let's see, before that, I'm just going to actually play the Expedition map because I still have some mana floating. And don't need the mana for anything else, so I'm just going to go ahead and sacrifice the expedition map, and I'll find the 4th Cabal Coffers.
Alrighty.
And then with that last mana, I don't really need it this turn, so I'll just go to combat.
Combat?
And get into the red zone with Golos and
Alrighty.
bolt you.
As it might be. I'll take the 3.
And then second main phase, I'll go ahead and cast Golos.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the one that attacked. And when he comes in, I get to search up a land. This time, I'm just going to grab a tapped Blast Zone. And then I'll also cast the Dothy Voidwalker.
So, with a cast on the stack for Dothy, I don't want you getting free cards, so I'm going to Boros Charm you.
Alright, I'm taking 4, which puts me at a very bad life total. 2 lands on top for you?
Let's hope.
Or, yeah, I don't know. We're going to need some help. I'll just pass.
Okay. Alright, first time off the top.
It's not a bolt.
Not quite a bolt. So we are going to go ahead and crack the Sunday Canyon.
Yep, draw a card. That one gets exiled.
Oh, yes it does. And it gets exiled to Dothy, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I'll delinquish that. Not putting it sideways.
There's a bolt.
Nope. But I do have an Arid Mesa, which I will play.
Okay.
I will crack that Arid Mesa. A basic mountain.
Uh-oh.
And it wasn't the way I thought it was going to get there, but Golos comes back to bite you. I'm going to smash into smithereens.
He gets destroyed and I take 3.
Hope so.
Yep, that'll do it. Too bad I didn't have this Grizzle Brandon attacking in.
Yeah, that would have been real gnarly.
Good games.
All right, so that Boros Charm brought him to 3. We got a draw step, and it's a land, but I do have a Sunday Canyon, so I'm gonna dig one more, and time to smash Austin to smithereens.
Ah, that was brutal. Smash to smithereens. That's the card you find after digging for 2 cards this turn. If you didn't have it, I had Golos activation next turn, and there was a Karn in the top 3, which meant I would go and get a Ballista from the sideboard, cast it for enough to have lethal myself. So close. Maybe next time.